Hey guys, what's going on? Ryan Knows Tech from TechCourse.com, and today I'm going to make a video talking about the iPhone. Now, the iPhone 4th generation is really something that a lot of people are excited about. The rumors have started to fly all over YouTube, all over blogs, even Google. I've seen it everywhere. So, the iPhone 3GS is a great device. However, the Nexus 1 and many other phones have really pushed it down and made it look pretty slow, pretty outdated, and really fat too, because it's pretty thick. Good news is, you've probably noticed, I've really gotten into the Apple world here. We've got an iPad, we've got an iPod Touch, we're recording this on a MacBook Pro. So it's about time I upgrade my phone, isn't it? I'm with Sprint right now. I'm a happy Sprint customer, I'll be honest. This is my Samsung M520 on Sprint, and my contract expires in 2 weeks, May 1st. Good news is that's approximately 2 months before this new iPhone should be approaching the markets. Obviously, we don't know any of this for a fact. It's all speculations. But based on what Apple's done in the past with the past 3 iPhones, 3G, 3GS, and the original iPhone back in 2007, this looks pretty concrete. So Apple has an event that they usually have called WWDC, Worldwide Developers Conference. They have one every year. This year it obviously be WWDC 2010, and it's usually held at the Moscone Center in, I believe, San Francisco, California. Usually it's in mid to late June. Last year it was kind of earlier June. But this year should be really good. And there's a corporate event scheduled for the right time period and the right length. And they call it corporate event. Apple always does that. In the Moscone Center in, I believe, San Francisco. So at this event, we usually see the launch, not the preview like we saw 2 weeks ago on the 8th. We usually see the launch of iPhone OS 4 and the new iPhone, which a lot of people are excited about. Now, this is my Touch. I use this pretty much every day. It's my mobile device. It's 3rd generation, 64 gig. This is for sale. If anybody's interested, I'm looking to get 250 for it. It's always in a case, except when I make these videos. But that's beside the point. New iPhone, what do I think? Well, Apple's really getting into this aluminum stuff. Look at the MacBook Pros. They've been like this for a while, though. Look at the iPad. It's all aluminum on the back. It's a great material. It's a little heavy. I'll be honest with you, it dents pretty easily. I've kind of learned that the hard way. And it's shockingly scratch resistant too. I have not had any case on this since the Monday after it was released on April 5th, and it's doing fine, and I've taken it everywhere. So a new iPhone that's thinner and has this aluminum case on it would be fantastic. Now, the original iPhone was aluminum, and they got rid of that in the 3G and 3GS because the Wi-Fi radio and the 3G wireless radio had trouble broadcasting or transmitting through the aluminum. If you remember, they had that little black plastic down here. Still didn't help. But there haven't really been any problems with the Wi-Fi. There have, but it's because idiots hold their hand over this black apple where the Wi-Fi antenna is with this. So the 3G version of the iPad's got this little black strip up here. If Apple does the same thing with this that they are doing with this in the new iPhone, it'd be perfect. Aluminum, little black bar at the top, put the 3G radio in there, big black apple on the back. I don't care, it can be this big. That'd look awesome. It'd fit. I think that'd look very cool on back here. A huge black apple where the Wi-Fi antenna is. They could probably even make it a little smaller. So that'd be fantastic if they made a better looking, thinner, stronger, scratch resistant iPhone. It'd be awesome. Let's talk about some specifications. The iPad and 3rd generation iPod Touch has 256 megabytes of RAM. That's perfect. I've never run out, never gotten any error messages on iPhone OS 4, even with lots of games running and stuff. However, multitasking is coming into play. On the contrary, again, they knew that when they created this. And if it were going to be a problem, they would have put more RAM in it. Maybe they're just saving that for the 2nd generation. But this new iPhone is probably still going to have 256 megabytes of RAM. If they update it, it'll probably be a 128 meg increment to 384, I think, or the double to 512, which would be a lot of RAM, but keeping up with Nexus 1 and other phones, that might be a good move. Processor. I've got an A4 in here, designed by Apple, 1 gigahertz. In the iPod Touch and iPhone, I have the same processor now, 3rd generation 3GS. They've got a Samsung ARM 11, 800 megahertz, underclocked to 667. I think they should take this chip or a modified version of this chip at a gigahertz and underclock it to 800. That would fit what they've done in the past. It would get them off Samsung's reliability on their own custom silicon, and it would be very quick too. So I'd really like to see that. If they do a Samsung upgrade, it'd probably be an 800 megahertz or gigahertz underclocked to 800, or maybe just a gigahertz. That'd be perfect too. Gigahertz, I mean, look at the Nexus 1. So that's what I'm expecting on the exterior and interior of the iPhone. What about the service? Well, Apple's contract with AT&T expires June this year, 2010. So if Apple is going to move, migrate, include, abandon AT&T, or migrate to Verizon, now would be a perfect time for that. I will be buying one of these, 64 gigabytes. That's the other thing I want to talk about, sizes. The first one I think was 4 and 8. The second I believe was 8 and 16. And now they're working with 16 and 32. Well, I'm used to 64. I could live with the 32, but I'd rather just get a 64, so I will, regardless. Now there's two price options the way I see it. They could make a 32 $199 or $299. If it's $299, it fits the iPod Touch prices. Or if it's $399, it's 100, or if it's $199, it's 100 less. 64 gig is either going to be $299 or $399. If it's $399, it'll fit the iPod Touch 64 gig. I don't really know. I really hope they go lower. They have in the past, but we'll see when we get there, right? So AT&T, if they do switch to AT&T, AT&T is a CDMA-based network. And if there's more than somebody out there, like one person that's going to use it, might as well do it, right? So if they do that, they should put a camera on the front and a camera on the back. It costs more money. And the camera technology needs to improve. The current iPhone 3GS camera is kind of a piece of crap, I'll be honest. It's like 3 megapixels. I would like to see at least a 5 megapixel camera with the touch to focus like they said in iPhone OS 4, so that's going to be really nice. But do I think they're going to come to Verizon? Honestly, I am right down the middle of that. I have no idea. I would like them to, but I'm still going to stick with AT&T. I think AT&T is my carrier of choice aside from Sprint, and I am a Sprint. I'm happy with Sprint. I haven't had any trouble. So I'm definitely getting it. I will be very excited. I'm going to have plenty of videos and everything going on with that. Unboxing late June, but I just think it's going to be faster, better case. As far as exterior stuff, people want like a micro SD or something. Why? We're not going to see that. I think we will see N wireless, and it's rumored that there's N wireless and a FM radio, both transmitting and receiving, in the 3rd generation Touch. I don't know if that's true. iPhone OS 4 would unlock that, but we're not going to have that until I get the new iPhone anyway. So if anybody's interested in this, please email me, ryan@techcourse.com, or comment to this video, send me a personal message. I take care of all that stuff immediately. Thanks for watching this one. If you have any other, if there's anything I missed, anything that you think we're going to see, you don't think we're going to see, do you want a Verizon iPhone? Comment below. I'm really excited to read those. Also, you can make a video response as well. I'll definitely allow that. So make sure to check out our website, techcourse.com. My personal Twitter is twitter.com/JamesRSchultz. And every Tuesday night from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time on stickem.com/techcourse, we host our live web shows. Be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Thanks.